Welcome back, everybody, to Trials and Tribulations on Video Games Awesome Live. Mia has just accused the second witness in this trial of Moida.
Mm-hmm.
If she's right, it will clear our defendant, Phoenix Wright. Right.
Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor, that is
May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor?
Don't you worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand. That is, I go straight ahead.
Also, remember that I think that everything within asterisks in this game should be stated.
Oh, yes.
She should say, sniffle. Yeah.
Madame Faye, are you seriously accusing of killing my sweet Dougie?
Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright.
I told you that you should let me handle this. Sorry, but please go ahead.
How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feenie. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little meat bear.
I declare the defense attorney guilty of murder. I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be.
The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building, and then that same day, the two of them accidentally met. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
For further testimony? What about?
About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What could possibly have that to do with the case?
The witness claims that she had no reason to frame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she in fact had a very good reason.
Very well then, the court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying just for a bit longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge.
Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne.
All right, How I Met Feenie. So do you have any idea what's going on at this point?
Nope.
Do you think you have any idea, based on the evidence we have, what happened?
She killed everyone.
With her mind.
With poison.
Okay.
Well,
Any theories?
Nope.
It's a good thing you're cute. You'd never have made it this far.
I first met my darling Feenie 8 months ago. Well, 8 months ago, she broke up with Dougie.
This is a good... I feel like this is a variation on the tune that... Like, I've heard this... It feels like it's up an octave than this tune usually is. It's pretty nice. Anyways,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so 8 months ago, she broke up with Dougie.
Mm-hmm.
And 8 months ago, she also
Met Feenie.
met Feenie.
Was that related?
Ago,
Did she break up with Dougie because she met Feenie? Because Feenie was so adorable.
maybe. But she also killed that guy
Mm-hmm.
with drugs that I'm sure she got from Dougie.
So you think that the death of Diego,
Yeah.
Mia's former boyfriend, was her?
Yeah.
Poison.
Yeah.
How, though? There was no poison found anywhere.
That's fine.
I guess we'll find out when we actually get into this.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks like we are destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. We're so lucky.
No, wait, that's Phoenix.
Oh.
We're so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. Ha! Fuck.
Mr. Wright, do that again and you'll be held in contempt of court.
Kind of like us, huh?
Yeah.
How lovey-wovey we are.
I love. Is that going to be a part of the testimony, like the green text?
I don't think
Because
so.
it was entered as a part of the testimony. That's never happened before.
Yeah.
And now we enter the final act of our little drama.
As we used to say in the age of my youth, go get her!
All right. How I met my Feenie. First met my darling Feenie 8 months ago.
So, until that time, you had been dating Doug Swallow?
Yes. I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly, I'm ashamed of myself.
No, sadder. Yeah.
I'm ashamed of myself.
Get your lower lip up. Yeah.
Ashamed of myself.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Look at me. I'm infamous for changing my mind. My critics have even taken to calling me Judge Fickle. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, God.
Maybe you should look for a different line of work.
Despite that, however, he always comes hands down the correct verdict.
Not always.
That's why some people also call him the Great Judge.
The great Judgini.
He's looking for bonus points.
Yeah. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement.
Look, the courthouse reading room? That's a strange place to meet the love of your life.
That's not true, Madame Faye. After all, Feenie was. Feenie was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in the courthouse reading room?
This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case.
Miss Faye, I am warning you. If this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case, I'll get testy.
I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. I better tread carefully.
We'll come back to this.
Okay.
May if the judge gets angry, you'll lose the whole case. I'll just have to hold my tongue for the time being.
Now then, Miss Young Lady, please continue with your testimony. Tell us about the time you first met Phoenix Wright.
The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat.
Why do butterflies suddenly appear?
So that's why. So what was it about Mr. Wright that made your heart malfunction like that? In my personal opinion, he looks like a typical snotty-nosed college brat.
Perhaps to a woman of your age. But to me, Feenie is handsome.
Oh. How old is she? 24?
Yeah. I don't know if she was dating
God.
a 28-year-old.
Oh man.
Maybe she is 24.
Is Yusuke with us today?
No.
Okay, because I want to ask, what's with the preoccupation with youth in Japan?
Yeah.
They really do. Seems like once you're past like 25, you're out of the game for
Yeah.
everything in life. After that, you're an old person, and that's insane.
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, we have that to some extent here on the Western side, especially from youth. Youth look at, I think that's just how it works in the world. Like you look at everybody over like a certain number of years from you as being old. However, I feel like in Japan, people over that age look at themselves that way too. I feel as though they all have this preoccupation with youth, like
Yeah.
they stop living in their lives after they get over a certain age and just concentrate on
Oh,
the youth.
is Yusuke here? I hadn't seen your name.
I saw him earlier today.
Although I hadn't been looking at chat all that much. Maybe I should have looked down instead of...
And I feel like you see it a lot in anime, too. Like, this whole...
We tend to say 30-year-old is the threshold. Sorry, Yusuke.
Threshold for what? Death?
No,
Like,
then you're like out of the game. Nobody cares about
then
you
you're an
anymore.
old person.
God damn it. Our life is over.
I like the trend that we've been seeing here in the Americas. I feel like heroes, and I hope this continues, heroes in our movies, and even in our video games lately, have been getting older. And I really like that.
Yeah,
Yes,
totally, me too.
You're getting men as heroes now, and I like that. Well, not just men, women
Iron
too.
Man.
You got like guys like Robert Downey Jr. who's in his 40s as like action heroes instead of these fucking 20-somethings. I'm sick of 20-somethings.
Not you guys. You're cool.
Yeah, so after 30 you become a pervy old man / grandma. That's basically it. Like if you watch anime, it feels like anybody over 30 is a pervert.
Yeah.
Is like some sort of like if they're like a part of a love story, it's only as the role of a pervert after 30. All Japanese anime, manga, gaming heroes are under 30, I guess.
Huh.
Anyways, interesting. I'd say even more than that, under 20, like for anime and manga, it feels like.
It's okay, Gaminator. Our life is over too.
Yeah, it ended, yeah. All right, back to the game. Perhaps to you, Miss Hawthorne, but to the rest of the planet, he's a dime a dozen. I love that she's insulting Phoenix.
Yeah.
Love is a mysterious thing, and I object to this line of questioning. If you were to look at my wife, for example, you might all be shocked.
He's telling the truth. It was truly shocking.
Oh, fucking haikus.
Beautiful mushroom, growing tall in the darkness. It comes from cow dung. That's the poem that best describes how I feel about my Feenie.
Oh God. Check
Yeah.
Mia's profile, somebody says.
24, I'm gonna say. 21?
Oh, she's not in here.
How old is Phoenix again?
At this point, he's 21.
21.
So she's like 24, I
think so.
at this point.
Pardon me, Hadouken. Goddamn Hadouken.
All right.
We've been going out ever since.
Were there any bad feelings between you and Mr. Swallow?
No, none at all. We parted on very good terms.
But that can't be.
Our investigation also shows that it was a clean breakup.
How do you determine that via investigation? Huh? Are you sure?
Yes, it seems that they both wanted it that way.
So the victim wanted to break up with her. Let's press that further.
Okay.
So you're saying that Mr. Swallow also wanted to break up with you?
Well, you see.
Objection! What a cruel thing to ask a lovely young lady like this. By the way, I have never once considered leaving my wife. My wife?
No one cares, Mr. Payne.
She didn't deny it. That must mean Doug Swallow must have seen through her little act. He must have gotten a glimpse of her true nature.
Listen to me, Mia. That woman has a judge in her palm of her hand, you see? So, the other way to discredit her is to find a contradiction in her testimony.
All right. Where was the one we have to, this one? Yeah. What were you
Yes.
doing in the reading room? All right, I'm gonna press this further. All right. Jesus. Okay. Keep pressing. Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony.
Very well, young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the old house reading room?
If it pleases your honor, the answer is simply this. I had come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing.
Hold it! You were writing a paper on what?
On the relationship between modern Haijuken poetry and the criminal underworld.
Good.
Ho, ho, ho! That sounds like a fascinating research idea.
Am I getting old? Now I've ever forgotten what I've forgotten. No, you've even forgotten.
Again with the midlife crisis stuff?
Mia, why did that girl really come to this courthouse? Isn't that why you wanted to know? And speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? I went through a lot of getting about you, so be sure to read it carefully.
We've read it, man.
All of my hemorrhoids burst when I climbed the stairs.
They think that Mia's probably 22.
Oh, really? Yeah, we
She's
forgot.
only a year
Yeah.
older?
This game's timelines for how long it takes to become a fucking lawyer is incredible.
Yeah.
All right. Report on the incident. Traces of... So that's...
Yeah.
She was a suspect. This is what we need to bring in to discredit her, because
She wasn't here.
Grossberg is... No, she was here maybe to read.
Okay.
She wasn't here to defend herself yet, because the crime is occurring. She wasn't here for a crime yet.
Of course.
But what Grossberg is telling us is we need to discredit her now. And what better way to discredit her than to bring up the fact that she was a suspect in a fucking murder that day.
Yeah.
For being here that day. So... Oh,
Wait, go back one?
wait a minute. Interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Armando was interviewing her. Oh wait, no,
No.
the suspect on another case.
Yeah.
Not
regarding another
this
case.
suspect. Okay. Unless that's what he means. Anyways, what did you want me to look at?
Okay, no, that's nothing.
I think this, and then bring in the thing. Bring in the crime
Okay.
report.
Yeah.
Let's see if it works.
So
we go.
24 it is. She's 24.
Objection!
Objection!
It worked. Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of research paper, were you? Find out what she was really here for after the break, guys. Video Games Awesome Live continues with
Trials and Tribulations.